Easy. After moving the next box, we can see that 1/4 of the box is sticking over the edge. And a way to explain this is simple. Say that the two top DVD boxes are connected. They both share the same center of gravity in the middle. That is to say that they are not actually connected. For the time being, while they're balanced on each other, they share the same center of gravity. Same goes for the next box. 1/6 of the third box sticks over the edge of the table, and this can also be explained by center of gravity. Say that all three of the top boxes are connected. They all share a same center of gravity. The center of gravity lies within this zone of overlap. Don't become confused. It is simply this area where all three of the DVD boxes are aligned vertically. In the middle of the zone of overlap is the center of gravity for the three DVD boxes. Now, as you slide more boxes over, the balance point for the next box will be smaller. This makes the box peak less and less and less over the edge of the table as time goes by, making the fractions smaller. With this, we find a pattern, and that pattern can be used to find how many boxes it would take to find a second DVD box length over the edge. Yes! Now we move to the board. These numbers all represent box movements. For now, we'll be looking at these numbers right here. This one represents the first box, this one represents the second box, this one represents the third box, this one represents the fourth box, and so on. To find out how many movements it takes to get one box length over, I wrote out this sequence. For the first box, it takes 4 movements of box to get one box length over the edge. And to make things a little easier, I decided to divide all the fractions into 1/4. 1/2 equals 2/4, and 1/4 equals, and for the next two numbers, we know that they're more than 1/4 added together. So therefore, this first bundle of fractions equals 4/4, and that equals one box length over the edge. For the next box movement over, we can see that in this sequence, the movements gradually become smaller and smaller and smaller. It's going to take a lot more fractions to add up to 1/4. Another pattern emerges. The number of fractions that are needed to find 1/4 doubles. From the first box movement, we have two fractions in order to connect to make more than 1/4. In the next DVD box movement, we see that it takes 4. And for the next one, 8, 16, and so on and so on and so on. We can easily find how many boxes are needed to get to another DVD. Down here, I added how many fractions for each 1/4. 4, 8, 16, and 32, how many boxes we need to get to the next DVD box length over. And that number is 60. That's a lot of boxes. That's a lot. Now what? Is that it? Is that the end? Or we have to do the in conclusion. In conclusion, whoever said yes, the tower would collapse, you're wrong. Not to make you feel bad or anything. It actually does the exact opposite if you follow this mathematical sequence correctly. This pattern goes on infinitely. This pattern can go on infinitely. If you have a steady hand, perfect boxes, perfectly still, flat table, you can balance as many boxes like this as you want. They ain't gonna fall over. But the movement of the boxes will get so small, you won't be able to see it. Why does this matter? It doesn't. There is really no purpose for this mathematical sequence. But it's nice to know. How do I end this? I don't know how to end this. Pattern that we see